Alrighty then. It is the Got News podcast for, well, actually, we've done like three today, so like it's a bunch today. News just broke. We did it! Woot woot! Woot woot! We did it! We stopped an innocent man from being charged, or from being punished, in the whole Michelle Fields lying cunt, lying bitch fiasco, where Michelle Fields, claimed to, went out of her way to lie and say that she was assaulted by Corey Lewandowski. We did it. We brought her down. We stopped her from winning. And it's pretty powerful. It's pretty amazing. Of course, this bitch not understanding that her 15 minutes of fame are over, assuming that they ever began. And really, like, come on, like, let's be real. It's been like 15 weeks. She's gotten a lot of attention. But we stopped her. We brought her down. We made it so that she couldn't win. And we made it so that the public at large can see her for what she really is, which is a lying fraud. And I'm extremely proud of the role I played in this. I'm proud of the role I played talking to Corey Lewandowski's lawyer. I'm proud of the role I played in talking to the police down in Palm Beach County. I've told you weeks ago that there would be no prosecution here. I'm proud of the role that Mike Cernovich and I played at hammering away on this like every single day. And it's really like, it's time that the public realizes that a new era of media is dawning. That these weak candidates, these weak media figures, we're just going to go at them hard. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep going aggressively against them. And it's time that the public at large understood that. And the public is changing. The country is changing. And it's getting kind of exciting. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. And what I think is likely to happen at this stage is that we are going to continue changing the way media is done here. I mean, there were so many stories we did. Stories about how Michelle Fields' mother and aunt were anti-Trump, and how her mother ran a place for illegal immigrants, largely from Honduras. There was all kinds of crazy stuff coming out of the woodwork about Michelle Fields. Examples of her claiming people like me had hacked her. I mean, there were just so many examples for so long showing that Michelle Fields, is a liar. And so here we've done it. We've achieved our objective. And it feels pretty great. And that's pretty much all I have right now for the podcast. I don't know what to say other than that. I mean, of course, Michelle Fields is wriggling and she's going a little crazy on Twitter and elsewhere. Although apparently she hasn't tweeted, so maybe I have misspoken there. But she's going on and on and on about, this was basically a campaign. This was an attempt to go and take out Corey Lewandowski, a campaign manager. And we stopped it. We did it. And we made it so that Michelle Fields would never have to testify under oath. Although, frankly, like, I kind of wish we had a trial. It would have been much better. It would have been much more exciting. Of course, Michelle Fields is now claiming that she's claiming that she's going to sue for defamation. Okay, honey, good luck. She's claiming, that she keeps on claiming she didn't touch Trump. She did. There's a video of it. She's claiming, I mean, this is just ridiculous. And those of us who are right, Bill Maher, Mike Cernovich, yours truly, Piers Morgan, we won. We got it. We got the story. It was an epic victory. And shame on people. Shame on the Ted Cruz people, who I support. I still support for reasons I'm kind of starting to regret, but I still support Ted Cruz for president. I still think he's the right guy. I'm trying to not hold this campaign that he's running against him. But people need to stop this narrative of Trump as aggressive. They need to stop this approach. And people need to realize that Ben Shapiro's credibility, it's over. I feel bad for those other guys who left because they didn't really realize what was going on. They didn't really realize that this was an orchestrated play on the part of Shapiro to boost his Cruz billionaire-backed startup, The Daily Wire. And it's over now. I mean, this is a Democrat prosecutor who's deciding that there are not enough charges to bring her down. And I mean, this is a pretty crazy situation. This was the Rachel Dolezal. This was the um, this is somebody who claimed that Leonardo DiCaprio assaulted her. She threatened Students for Liberty. She claimed Alan West assaulted her. I'm not really sure what happened there. Frankly, I do still believe that Alan West was a sexual predator. Um, and I think it's pretty crazy. One of the things that I keep wondering about with Michelle Fields is why did she never pursue charges against the New York Police Department if supposedly they beat her with a baton? But of course, she's a crazy person, and crazy people's logics defy expectations, they defy analysis. And, one of the things that makes this victory bittersweet is that I'm not there to go and rub it in on Twitter, which is too bad. But we won. The good guys won. And Michelle Fields' career is in the shitter where it belongs. And Jamie Weinstein, your days are numbered too. We're going to be watching you. There's really nowhere you can go at this stage where you're not going to be watched, where you're not going to be studied, where you're not going to be profiled. And your career is on its way out too. So I just wanted to let you know that this is what's going on. It's over for you guys. This media cycle is over, and the circus is over. The frauds need to go home, and we won. We, the side that's on the side of truth and justice, which will ultimately, in my view, always prevail over partisanship. It will always prevail. And I'm proud of the role I played here in making sure that an innocent man, a man who had multiple kids, wasn't punished. It was the right thing to do, and I would do it again. And I had a great time. Of course, the next story will be 16 women that destroyed their own brands. And by the way, that letter that was circulated, I tried to get over 200 people to sign it. It had 3 different spellings of Corey Lewandowski's name in it. Good job, Dana Lash. Good job, you fraud. Now it's over for you guys. It's over. Like all 16 of you, you're done. It's it. No one can trust you. No one can work with you. You invested your credibility in this. Ben Shapiro, your career's finished, buddy. It's over. You can continue trying to get on Megyn Kelly, but Megyn's going to jump to some other network because she was using this as a negotiating tactic against Fox. Oh, wait, am I allowed to say that? I can't remember. Anyways, that's what happened. And it's over for you. It's over for pretty much everybody who decided that they were going to go with the Sabrina Rubin Erdely, with the Jackie Coakley. There are crickets on the Daily Wire right now. This is Michelle Fields and Jackie Coakley should go on a celebrity victim tour. They should run around and they should tell everyone. They should go around and talk about the real rape, the real assaults. But this is sad. I mean, this is in some measure it's a fantasy case. It's a wishful thinking, and it goes to show you that in the past we used to take histrionic women and dismiss them, but now we've allowed them to dominate the discussion, and that's a problem. That needs to change. It hasn't started trending on Twitter yet, but I suppose it will. And this is over. This is over for them. And Katie Pavlich, of course, is being so silly. She's gonna go and still pursue she's saying as she should, as Lewandowski should, or as Michelle Fields should sue it. It's over. I mean, this is a bunch of credibilities of some people were exploded here, and it's sad. It's sad to see this. Sad to see that people have decided that they're going to lie. They're just going to go in that direction. It's pathetic. It's really, really pathetic. And it's over. Ben Shapiro just came out and said DAs have more to do than prosecute minor battery cases. Lewandowski grabbed, bruised, lied, smeared, end of story. No, Ben, that's not the end of the story. You got caught. You got caught with your pants down. You got caught trying to promote your website to the exclusion of the truth. It isn't the first time you've lied to a bunch of people. I mean, we can talk about that some other time. But people are calling you out for your bullshit, bro. It's over. It's over for you. And you're going to have to accept that. You're going to have to get over that. This was a huge fail. And it's pretty great to see it happen. It's pretty great. Of course, Huffington Post is dishonestly spinning the story. They're claiming some bullshit, and it's it's just it's pretty absurd. Huffington Post is claiming that there was still an assault. This is like one of those listen and believe situations where you're supposed to just sit back and you're supposed to say, "Oh, this must be true. I believe it." Yeah, Jim Hoft, who's on this from day one, House Kraka. These are Twitter handles, not real names, I hope. Hoft, I think, is his real name. But we called bullshit on this, and we were proven correct. Those of us who believe in the truth over everything else. And I'm proud of the role I played in this. I wish it hadn't gotten to this stage. I wish Michelle Fields could have just been dismissed as the crazy person that she was earlier. And this is Michelle Fields stalked, she grabbed, she lied, she smeared Corey Lewandowski, and now it's over for her. Her career is done, and that's kind of too bad. But this is what happens in journalism when you lie. Yeah, when you lie very credibly, you lose not just your you lose your vocation. I mean, it's over for her. And so, anyways, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying every moment of it. I'm enjoying watching people flame out. You'll note that Dana Lash has not tweeted about it yet. She just simply retweeted Ben Shapiro. Uh-huh. Okay. This is where we are right now. I wonder if SE Cup has done anything here yet. SE Cup. That was another of the no names, the kind of losers who are on TV who kept pushing it. Nope, she hasn't tweeted about it yet either. I guess we're just going to hope that this whole thing goes away, that it's going to go down the Orwellian minefield, that people are just going to forget about it. But I'm not going to forget about it. Are you going to forget about it? I don't think so. So I'm looking forward to continuing to expose this bullshit. And it's funny to watch Ben. Ben has a history of fraud. The Friends of Hamas situation, where he claimed that Chuck Hagel was a part of the Friends of Hamas organization. He has a history of claiming a closer relationship with Andrew Breitbart than he actually did. He has a history of taking money from people and not delivering. And all those things are true. I wrote an article about him. He can threaten to sue me. I mean, he went on Fox News and claimed that my website was discredited, not once, but twice, even after I warned him the first time. So, this is where we're going right now. This is how the conversation is going to go down. And it's pathetic to see what's become of Ben. But then again, it's pathetic to see people who don't really have any talent being in a position where they're collapsing. I wonder, is Jackie Coakley in Friends of Hamas? I wonder. HuffPost claims Lewandowski got free pass after roughing up reporter. Oh my goodness. The Joel Pollak article, of course, was true, but we're not supposed to talk about that. The fake article where he was making fun of Ben Shapiro was, of course, true. Same thing with Lee Stranahan's April Fool's joke that wasn't really a joke. I guess only on April Fool's Day is the one day where reporters can be free. This is a Brian Williams style moment. This is a moment in which a reporter who tried to put herself in the center of all these stories. This is where she was finally exposed. And it's too bad. I mean, if Fields sues for defamation, I think she'll have to sue. She'll have to testify about those bruises under oath. And I don't think she wants to do that. I don't think they're real bruises. I think she's in trouble. I'm sorry, Michelle. You're done. It's over. It's over. It's over. And we won. The good guys did. If you like this type of stuff, come to the Got News podcast. Come support it. Go to gotnews.com. Gotnews.com/donate. I sort of have to hit you up for money, even though I did all this stuff pretty much for free, and it was a lot of work. But we won. The good guys did. Alrighty then. I'm going to save this podcast and hope to talk to you guys soon. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see.